Oh, welcome back to Killing the Boss with me, Pit Marthroy, and the Let's Play of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Yeah, I gotta quit doing that. So, in the last episode, we decided to go free some prisoners, and in this episode, we're going to be seizing that spot that we just killed the boss on. Okay, so... Wait, what do they have for items? Steel Lance? Javelin. Oh, I was afraid of that. Yes, we'll talk to Soth, or we'll talk to Tormod with Soth now. Jeez. They keep badgering me. They're like, please talk to me, please talk to me. Fine. Hey, Tormod, what in blazes did you do? You scurvy traitor! What are you talking about? You grew too tall! And to think, I expected you to make sense. That's funny. What I'd really like to hear about is the issue I asked you to look into. How'd it go? I have news to report, but there's no time to chat while fighting. I'll tell you later. Hey, drat! So now they're your units to control. Now, for the record, you're not going to want to raise up any of these three because when the chapter ends, they will leave and you will not see them until the fourth part. So, by the time you meet up with them again, they become really, really weak. And you're not going to want to use them. I didn't expect Laura to be able to reach him, but oh well. Seize and clear the map? Yes. This is funny, but Lagoos, they're powerful and expendable. Just what we need. By all means, invite them to join. They're good friends. I'm sure I'll get them to, or I'm sure I'll agree to help. Yeah, I'm sure they'll agree to help if I ask you, mumbling creep. You mumbling creep while mumbling. Isn't it the prince that should make that decision? My words are the prince's word. You should understand that. Isn't that right? Yes, you should do as Suzuka wishes. I see. How'd the investigation go? It went by quickly. And then Makai and Tormod meet. They both fought under Ike. Of course, General Ike. Again. I beg your pardon? Nothing. So, Seth requested. He began to doubt the Apostle actually knew what was happening here. At 13, the Apostle might be young, but she's proud and upstanding. She'd never let this kind of stuff happen to Dan. So, he asked Tormod to fill her in on what was happening. And what happened, she had noticed something shady was going on. And she traced the one pulling strings to a certain fraction of the senators. And once she's figured it out, she was snapping mad, but without proof, she can't publicly move against them. The Apostle's the highest powered deity. Even so, she and the Senator are rarely on good terms with each other. So the actual Empress is on our side. And those three join your group. Now, this becomes an important conversation, so Seth looks happy. Because he's reunited with my little one. Miriam took care of Tormod, and Tormod took care of Miriam because Miriam was a Lagoos slave back when they had a problem with that in Path of Radiance. Tormod freed him, and they've been friends ever since, and Miriam's protective of him, so that's why. I've taken care of him so long, and still I've never seen him smile so easily before. Watch what you say. Comments like that, they reveal that your appearance belies your true age. What are you? Among the Lagoos, there are those who detest and revile half-breeds such as yourself. They call you parentless and deny you any Lagoos heritage, honor, or dignity. Take due care. Oh no. What it means is she's branded. Also, like Soren was in Path of Radiance. Stefan and Soren had conversations mentioning that they were both branded. So Stefan, Soren, and Makai are all branded. What that means is that a Lagoos and a Bjork got together and they had a child, and then that makes them branded because it's supposed to be an act that should never occur. Most of them will probably be adept in magical arts, like Soren and Makai are. And it also means that they're aging a lot slower than everybody else. So Makai is actually older than Soth, even though she doesn't look it. She's older than Soth is.
The day in ranks swell with the influx of veteran soldiers, and the men begin to dream of the day when they may retake the capital. Like a fever, conflict grips the nation. The night will be long before this fever breaks. All eyes turn toward Daein's capital as the liberation begins what all believe will be a long and bloody march.
Chapter 8, Glory Unwanted. So I have another Jared Numita conversation. The Apostles formed an inspection team. You must obliterate the insurgents. Once that is done, we'll devise excuses. What's the plan? Will the senators be able to cover up the mess? If the inspection team and the rebel army ever cross paths, the Senate won't be able to hide the truth. We'll lure the rebels to Shifu Swamp, we'll plant tales of a mass execution there, and they'll be sure to come. Then we'll trap them and wipe them from the face of the land. I do not enjoy this following map because it's very, very hard. So they talk about how there's an execution going on in the Shifu Swamp. It's a trap. It may indeed be a trap, but if we don't investigate, it will be a max execution. It is a trap, but that doesn't mean that we won't go in there and save everyone. So Makai chooses to do her own thing, and everybody else is like, no, you can't, or Izuka's like, no, can't do that. Let her do as she wishes. She hasn't disappointed us yet. That's true. Since your tacticians have failed twice, we will have to pick up the slack for Izuka. There are no secrets. Miriam knows that I'm branded. Well, don't worry too much about it. You can trust him. I'm sure of that, but what about everyone else? What would they think about if... Or what would they think about me if they knew of my abilities? Would they look at me the same way? I don't want to find out the truth. You know we can stop. This is impossible to begin with. You always led a secluded life, and I worried the pressure might get to you. I knew it would turn out like this. Let's see. I realized something after Daein lost the war, how much I love my country. And I spent a lot of time with people of Daein. All our cities and towns have been reduced to ruin. We had to help each other to cope. I had no idea people were so strong and kind. No one knew who I was, but they helped me because I was from Daein. They were my friends, and now you won't leave them. I was touched by their kindness. Now I'm scared to lose it. Alright, so, now we have some actual stuff. Should take this. A peculiar staff. What power does it possess? It's a restore staff. It will help you recover from poison, sleep, and paralysis. Enemies will use every method they possess to destroy you. It's best that you will be prepared for every eventually. And yes, there will be some venom items in this game, just like the last one, and whenever venom items hit you, even if they don't do damage, they do poison you, so that will come in handy. So I have a very odd conversation with Vika or Vika or whatever it is. She keeps getting freaked out every time Makai gets near her, but she wants to get over it, so she decides to give you a gift. And it's known as a goddess icon, I believe. Ashera icon, my bad. So the restore staff we are going to be giving to... Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Give it to Laura. I gotta see what the Ashera icon does, I forgot. Increases luck. Let's see. Let's give that to... let's just let Makai... No, wait. Makai's already got really good luck. Trade it to... Nolan, I suppose. Oh no, Nolan's already got a vulnerary. Let's just let Makai keep that. Let's see. Anybody that wants to level up that's kind of probably not going to be used? No, not really. We're not going to be needing door keys in this battle. I believe now the shop starts selling, antitoxins. These will get rid of poisons, so I'd recommend buying several of them. Give one to Tormod, Miriam, or Vika because they're going to be off in their own separate little group. So you need to make sure at least one of them has that. Alright, extra stuff. Wyrm Slayer. This is good against Dragon Riders and Dragon Tribal Use. Definitely buy that. That's a great item right there. Give it to Zahark or Edward, either one. Especially since there are a few Dragon Riders in this next level. If you want to buy all the grass and have enough for it, it restores 15 points to the Laguz gauge. The rest of them are just ranged weapons for sword, lance, and axe that you've already seen. And I'm not too worried about those. So, let's watch Nolan's class up. He will class up into a warrior. And let's just skip all the fancy golden lights. And he looks like that now. So he's a warrior level 1. The rest of it I'm just going to give to Laura. Since you do use this type of EXP gaining, it does make you get worse stat upgrades. So try not to use it on too many people, I suppose. Let's see, where did that one go? Tormod has a great ability called Celerity, and it increases his movement by 2. Take that off of him and give it to anybody else. It's a great skill, and you don't want to end up losing it for that 3-part thing that I told you where they don't come back until the 4th part. It has Shriek, but it can only be used for certain people. However, you can take it off and sell it. We're going to take away Leonardo's Cancel, which can cancel an enemy's counterattack, and give that to... Edward. And it looks like we're just about set. So, next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, we're going to get started on Chapter 8, Glory Unwanted. Later, guys.